Don't realize it's the dude. I remember one time I went to this was entertaining. I was at the Warped Tour. The Warped Tour rolled around through Little Rock, and it was a good time. And I went ahead and checked it out. It was good. I enjoyed it. But I remember one particular. I saw Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. That was the first time I saw 311 live. I've seen them since live with Matis Yahoo. They came to town relatively recently, and that was a good show. I like them. It kind of grew on me. I bought an album after that. What was it called? It's the one with the triangle on the front. Maybe they all do. I don't know. It's the only one I've got of theirs. But it's pretty good. Anyway, they were, of course, the headliner. Before that, at the time, a group that was very, very popular was Alien Ant Farm. Do you guys remember these guys? I don't know if you guys are outside of the States. I don't know if it ever hit your area. But stateside, they were rather popular. They were kind of part of the creative skate punk music scene. You know what I'm saying? Like they wore kind of chords. And they were funny, but they're musically talented. But you know, like for instance, when they were adjusting things, the bassist, you know, just adjusting things, and there was no music. The bassist went ahead and riffed on the Mario Brothers Level 2-1 music. Everyone knows it. Anyway, they're a cool group, good sense of humor. I don't have one of their albums, but I enjoyed their live stuff. And I remember their big song at the time was Smooth Criminal. Excuse me, Smooth Criminal. Which was a good song, is a good song, it's just what it is. And I remember, you know, it was a rather zealous crowd, so youngsters mostly. You know, we're looking at, you know, well, I don't know. There was no booze, no nothing like this. So it was a youngster to young crowd. Never really broke the 30 mark, I would say, across the board. But anyway, the point is this, and I apologize for the stray. The kids were, you know, being fans of the radio. Smooth Criminal, Smooth Criminal, Smooth Criminal. Very early, well before the site really even got rolling. So the group, of course, was like, look, you know, we can't have our climax 2-3 songs into our 8-song set. We're not doing it. So you're gonna have to grin and bear it. Enjoy the rest of our stuff. They did have a radio single, a rather popular one before that, something about the movies, and it was clever. Excuse me. But then, okay, your songs are over, your 7 songs are over, you're about to roll into your final 8th song, you know what it's gonna be. The lead singer precedes his presentation with, how many of y'all out there like Michael Jackson? And what was wild is the crowd booed. Not all of them, not even the majority of them, but enough of them to be truly audible for all of us. Booed Michael Jackson and cheered Smooth Criminal, not knowing that Smooth Criminal is a Michael Jackson song, clearly. And I remember at that point, I was there live and I was just like, wow. Wow. You know, in music history, I'm a music historian, I'm not. I am not. I clearly love my music. Like I said, I've posted already. I hope that the people that I'm endorsing, you know, if they don't endorse what I'm doing, I hope they at least allow it. Because there are certain things I'd like to share. Some of you have not heard this album, and I realize I'm talking all the way through it, but that means, you know, if you hear a little bit, if I stop here and there, excuse me, if I stop here and there, you can catch a glimpse, and you can be like, dog, even with that dude yapping his head off, that's a solid tune. And look it up, because I'm telling you, a lot of the music that you're going to hear through this site is absolutely worth purchasing. I know I have. Listen to that. So, the people out there who do watch this and think, man, that dude is a poser. I don't know what he's up to, but it's not funny, it's not interesting, and it's certainly not clever. And I'm going to say as much. I'm going to go ahead and type in, because I got my YouTube account, I'm going to go ahead and type in and say what's what. I want to say, do it. Rock it out. Some of my stuff is going to be better than others. I hope you like some of it. I hope you glean something from it. And if not, hey, that's rocking. The way I see it is, if I produce, you know, I'm a perfectionist, you know. I get in there and I'm looking at this stuff as I check it out on my computer, and I'm like, dude, that was probably the weakest thing you've done yet on this, in this format. You've done other much weaker things in real life, but not that this isn't. I'm just saying, that was particularly weak. And is it something that you really want to distribute? Is this something you want to show people in the public forum? Is this for public consumption, really? And I really thought about it for some of the stuff that you saw in week 2. And the thing is, in keeping with the philosophy of this venture, which is relax, kick it, chill, you know, document. And I mentioned a walk. You've noticed that I'm seated and sitting, and I have been for, I think, the large part of 3 or maybe even 4 of these casts. It's because it means I don't have to consider my step. Right now it's fall, so you can't even really see the, because of the dead foliage, you can't really see, that is to say leaves, the leaf covering. You can't really see the cragginess of the land below you. And so you really need to kind of concentrate on where you go if you don't want to twist an ankle or something, which doesn't leave me much room to talk to you guys. So, in the name of a more solid presentation, perhaps, I've decided to go ahead and be seated. So perhaps a walk is not the right word for what we're doing here, or documenting here. It's rather a sit. We're having a sit. And I don't have any crumpets, but I have tea. So rock that out.